Welcome back, guys, to another one of these chat things. Questions? We have none anymore. Well, we still don't got any questions, so don't worry about that. We'll skip that. Um, for this one, yes, I do apologize. We were supposed to do a Wild Arms 2 on Friday. Um, let's just say that something about, like, not really work, but a favor from one of my buddies was to take care of his house. So I was kind of out of the house for almost, I'd say, about a good 2 days. So it was kind of in the middle during this that I needed time for this. Because as soon as I got back from his house, I was exhausted. I kind of, like, you could say it was more like stay up all the time at his house. So anyway, so we'll have to do the Wild Arms 2 maybe this. It's going to be pushed to this Friday. And yes, I will do it this time. Like I said, not much this week though. Not much to talk about this week. So, when I was at his house, I did get the opportunity to kind of beat Dark Souls 2. So that's a cool thing, but I still haven't finished all the bosses, and then I bought the DLC. Though the bosses are, well, I played a little bit of the DLC. Yes, it's tough for me, so that'll be something I'll be working on. So this time what we're going to show you, instead of just showing you something I have, we're going to show you, I guess, what? Someone wanted me to show them my Super Nintendo collection. So instead of starting with the Nintendo, which I was going to probably think of doing, I'll maybe do Nintendo the next week, but we'll show off my Super Nintendo collection. And I guess somebody's like, I thought Crow said he saw that I had Pokemon Stadium for the Super Nintendo up there. He's like, that doesn't make sense. But yes, I actually do have it for the Super Nintendo. I do have the case, and if you're like, well, do you have the game? Yes, I do. I have it for legitly Super Nintendo, which is cool, though it's not really a great game, but it's cool to own. So, well, to make this video a little bit longer, because like I said, I don't really have much to talk about, we're going to be showing you my Super Nintendo collection. So we'll start off with Bahamut Lagoon, which is also another game that you will not usually find on Super Nintendo, because it's supposed to be for the Famicom. Just, you have to find people that actually know how to transfer it onto a cartridge. I also have my classic game when I was young was actually Breath of Fire 2. A game that I have played a long, well, lots of times. From Breath of Fire, we move on to Cool Spot. Yeah. I kind of tried to do a review on it, didn't do that well. I might go back and do another review on it, who knows. Donkey Kong Country. Nothing much to really say about it, because everybody at least played it and knows about it. One of my other friends' game is The Eye of the Beholder, Dungeons and Dragons. I have to say, I don't think I've ever. Well, I think I've only got to like the second floor when I was a kid playing this, but I haven't played it much since then. I guess it's not much of a game for me. The classic Final Fantasy II, which is actually Final Fantasy IV, for all you guys know. So yeah. Final Fantasy II I have. Then we'll move to Final Fantasy III, which was another of my childhood games, and I would have to say is my favorite Final Fantasy game, which is Final Fantasy VI. I absolutely love this game. Like I said, there's more to talk about, but like I said, this is just a showing off collection. I know I have to go off screen just a little bit to grab it, but yeah. Final Fantasy V, which is actually the real Final Fantasy V number means 5, but if you guys know, Final Fantasy V is not for the Super Nintendo, it's for the Famicom. So again, I got the person to transfer it. So that's kind of cool. So right now, yeah, you know I have Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6, all on the Super Nintendo. I also have Final Fight 2, which people say is one of the best Final Fights. So that is always cool. Yeah, this was another game I always grew up playing. So that gets rid of one section. Now we move on to Hardball 3. Again, it was actually my grandfather's game, so more of a memento. I don't really play it as often. Same thing as Hole-in-One Golf. I don't really play it. It was more like one of my grandfather's favorite games. So that. The almost ripped Hook. Well, the label's kind of lipped on the top, but Hook game, which this was another game I enjoyed and played a lot of when I was a kid. So again, I'm gonna probably do a lot of reviews on these games, but I'm just slowly going through the games I've done on YouTube already. The Justice League Task Force. Funny thing is, I don't think I've played this much, except for when I had a friend over. It'd be like, let's play 2 players, fight each other. And that's all we did. But, again, fighting games, for me, it gets boring after you win or lose, like, a good 5 times. And you're like, yeah, okay, I'm done with this. Let's play something else. Lagoon. Another game I've played when I was a kid, and I enjoyed. I actually recently played this a little bit more, and got a little bit further. Understand the story more better now than then. Lester the Unlikely. Where did I get this from? Actually, I would have to say this is actually one of my newest games I got. Actually, this and another game I'll be showing very soon. I got this game and another game for, I swear to God, for a coffee. I got 2 games for a coffee. I traded a coffee for these 2 games because the person's like, I don't even like these games. Just give me a coffee and you have them. I'm like, oh, cool. It's just more like, I wanted them in my collection. Live Alive, which if you actually look through my old videos, you'll see that I did 1 episode on it. What happened was I died without saving after playing for like, I don't even know how long I played. Like 2 hours, and then I shut off the system and like, took a deep breath and I'm like, I'm not going to continue it. But I'll probably beat it off screen and I'll do a review on it some other time. Actually, I got my friend to play a little bit of it, so it's cool. Also, yeah, it's another one of those Super Famicom games. That's why you can't find them, kind of thing. Here's the other game I was talking about with Lester the Unlikely. Is actually NBM Jam. Yeah, that and Lester the Unlikely I got for a coffee. Now that's a that's a funny story. From there, I got another game recently, is Mortal Kombat 2. Again, another game I played back in the past for a long time, so, yep. Another game I have is another game called Monster Area. Problem is, it's not in my Super Nintendo collection because it was the last game I was playing, so it's another Super Famicom game. You can actually look it up if you want. Operation Thunderbolt. Another, like a side-scroller shooter. Loved it when I was a kid. Actually, me and my grandfather always played this one. I enjoyed that. I already showed you Pokemon Stadium, so we're going to jump over to another one of my classic favorites. Secret of Mana. Yes, I absolutely love this game. I'd say I beat this game at least twice, and I'm just playing it again for the hell of it. That and Breath of Fire, well, beat Breath of Fire once, but that was it. Okay, we go to Super Mario All-Stars. Enough said, basically. Then we jump over to Super Mario World, which is a funny thing because I have 2 copies. The reason why I have 2 copies is one was actually my grandfather's copy, and I actually bought myself a copy. So, of course, when he passed away, I got his copy too. But the one thing I always thought was strange was if you look at them both at the same thing, you'll see that the label is just a bit different. Because like one's smaller than the other. I'm like, oh, okay. I never really understood that, but that's cool. So yeah, we're down to like the very last 3 games. This one, another classic I had to get it was Tales of Fantasia, if I'm saying that even correctly. But again, another Famicom game, which I got it onto Super Nintendo. Which, if you notice, if you read some of these, if like you have time to pause, you'll see that I actually collect a lot of the Tales series games. I'm not even sure if you see over here, but yeah, I'll show you my Tales series later on. And it's just that series I've been playing with. Me and my friend are trying to beat it. So the last 2 is The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare, which, yeah, it's an okay game. If you're very good at this game, it's like, oh, sweet, but if you suck at it, you suck at it. Sorry to say. And of course, the last game, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which was one of those games this I beat, and who doesn't love this game? So, I forget what it says, but like I forget where I heard it from, but a lot of people say this is actually the best game for the Super Nintendo. But I'm not. No comments from me. I'm just saying that some people say that. Besides that, I guess I could show I do have the Game Genie, which I don't think I've ever really used that often. Like, this is rare. And now I have questions. Does one of those games actually work on here? Like the Tales game and stuff, because like I said, they weren't really released on Super Nintendo. I wonder if they would work. Probably not. But anyway, like I said, that's all I can show you for today. Next week we'll probably show off my Nintendo list. If most of you probably could see it right now, so. But like I said, I'll probably show off my Nintendo list next week, and maybe we'll go, unless you guys have a comment like you want to see something else besides my video game collection, because I doubt we're gonna go through my PS3 collection, PS2 collection, because they're just, I think they're the most I've actually had. If you actually want to see my Super Nintendo collection, what it looks like where I have them, it's literally like this. That's how I have them right now. Because it's just like I don't have that enough to actually, well, I have enough to put them on the wall more than other games, but I've been using this for it for some reason. That's my Super Nintendo collection holder at the moment. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And we'll see you hopefully next Monday. And again, I apologize that this should have been on Monday. Again, lack of sleep and stuff, it doesn't help. And probably for the next 2 days, I'll probably be missing my recordings. So what I realized was that putting up hour episodes, I thought I could do it, but it takes a lot of time to do. So with after Shadouken Tactics, like after I beat it, like I'm gonna still do hour episodes, but after that's done, whatever the next series is, I'm gonna be cutting them down to half an hour shorts. Because, like I said, I can play a game for a good 4 hours, and it's like, yeah, I got 4 episodes, and then I take a break like for 3 days, and then I'm like, oh no, I got 1 episode left, and then I play for another like 2 hours. It's like, now I got 3 episodes, and then I go to work, but my work's like 5 days long, so I work 5 days straight, and then I'm lacking like 2 episodes because I didn't have enough episodes, and then on my day off I just don't have time because it's like I'm kind of tired. I don't feel like doing it right now. So if I had them like split into half an hour sections, I do a good 4 hours. That's 8 episodes. That would take me like until the next time I need to play. So, like I said, after Shadouken Tactics, or Shadouken Tactics, I don't even know how to pronounce that. But, that, and like I said, if you guys want to continue seeing more of, jeez, what was that? Nightmare of Jaruga, a game. I've been playing a little bit off screen. I haven't got any farther. All I'm doing is straight up training in the weak dungeon / the dungeon rooms that I've been in. What my goal is, actually, I'm trying to do is get myself to level 99. So then you guys don't have to have the patience of watching me go through the dungeon halfway, almost die, so I have to retreat, get back out, then go back in, and then try to get back to where I was. That I know that's a pain in the butt, so I decided I'll do it off screen and just get myself way high level. So hopefully that gets, I'd say give me a little bit of time. Give me until at least, almost maybe April, at least. So, like I said, I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.